Good evening, I'm Alex Sykes with your local 10 News update. Investigations are ongoing after an elderly woman was allegedly assaulted in her South Albury home early this morning. At about 3:30 a.m, the 75-year-old heard a window breaking and was then allegedly assaulted by a man with her pillow and doona. A second man entered the home with police saying the two then stole the woman's car keys and fled with her Toyota Camry. The woman was not seriously injured. Anyone with information is urged to contact Albury Police or Crime Stoppers. The New South Wales government has increased the pay rise cap for public servants from 2.5% to 3%. Premier Dominic Perrottet says given the rate of inflation, that could be bumped up again for the next financial year. And snow sports retailers are expecting a huge season this year, with last weekend's early start already drawing in large crowds. Kiwak Valley snow sports owner Simon Rawlings says his sales are better than pre-COVID times in 2019 at his shop near Falls Creek. He says he's expecting this weekend to be even busier. Taking a look to tomorrow's weather now, 10 degrees with showers in Albury, Wodonga and Wangaratta. A shower or two for Shepparton, reaching a max of 11 degrees. Cooling down to -4 at Mount Hotham. Snow, showers and wind are expected. Good night. Good evening, I'm Alex Sykes with your local 10 News update. A three-vehicle collision in the wet weather caused major delays on the Bass Highway today. Emergency services were at the scene just before 11 o'clock this morning, following reports a car had skidded in the hail and rain at Wenthargi. 2 people were injured in the crash and were transported to hospital. An ongoing search for a fox on Phillip Island using fox dogs, patrols and high-tech surveillance has so far failed to locate the predator. The island is on high alert after the fox was spotted on CCTV last month after killing about 30 chickens. It's the first sighting on the island in about 7 years, and authorities are still trying to work out exactly how it got there. And our truck drivers are feeling the pinch at the fuel pump. Long-distance drivers weren't eligible for the fuel excise that lowered prices around the country, as they were already receiving a credit. The Transport Workers Union says it's been pretty tough for the industry. Taking a look ahead to tomorrow's weather now, 10 degrees with showers in the Latrobe Valley. The same for Sale, reaching a high of 11 degrees there. Bairnsdale and Orbost to see a shower or two, heading for 12 degrees. 13 in Mallacoota. That's all the news for now. I'll see you tomorrow with another local 10 News update. Good night. Good evening, I'm Alex Sykes with your local 10 News update. A P-plater is recovering in hospital after his car crashed into a power pole in California Gully yesterday. He sustained a head wound, rendering him unconscious. The pole the car smashed into was knocked back some 20 metres during the collision. Meanwhile, residents across the Greater Bendigo area should expect to fork out more at the checkout throughout this year. The Australian Food and Grocery Council says the situation is unlikely to improve anytime soon. Greater Bendigo residents are being urged to become LTP driving mentors following a shortage of instructors in the region. Anyone over the age of 21 with a full licence can put their hand up to assist those who otherwise wouldn't have anyone to teach them to drive. In sport, Spring Gully secured a win in their Central Victoria League One men's soccer match over the weekend. They scored 2 late goals to go 4-3 up against Epsom, the 4th time out of 9 games they've been defeated from a winning position. Taking a look at tomorrow's weather forecast now, Bendigo will see a top of 10 degrees with a shower or two there. Swan Hill to see similar conditions, set to reach a max of 12 degrees. Showers expected in Echuca with a top of 11. Good night. Good evening, I'm Alex Sykes with your local 10 News update. Police have thanked emergency services for their tireless attempts to revive a young man following a fatal 2-vehicle crash in Cobden yesterday morning. The 18-year-old Irish national was thrown from his vehicle along with another Irishman who escaped without major injury. A third occupant of the vehicle was transported to hospital and is in intensive care. The female driver of the second car was also taken to hospital. Central and southwestern Victorians should expect to fork out more at the checkout throughout this year. The Australian Food and Grocery Council says the situation is unlikely to improve anytime soon. And Ballarat residents are being urged to become LTP driving mentors following a shortage of instructors in the region. Anyone over the age of 21 with a full licence can put their hand up to assist those who otherwise wouldn't have anyone to teach them to drive. Finally, taking a look at tomorrow's weather forecast now, Ballarat will see showers and a chilly top of 7 degrees. Colac also rain, reaching a max of 10 degrees. Warrnambool can expect showers and 12 degrees. Horsham up to 11 degrees there. That's all the news for now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. See you tomorrow. Good night.